one thing that I did for my girls and that I mentored, I bought them all of their because baby, we had an episode. One girl started her cycle literally during practice, and she had a meltdown. But thank God that it happened like right there, so they were able to see. But one thing I did, and I would advise y'all to do if y'all have girlies, is give them a little pouch, like create their little period pouch. Get them some wipes up in there. Get them some pads, some period pen. When you talk about, make sure it's cute. You can have their little
Always put a
name on
hoodie in their
there.
book bag.
Yeah, like put their name on there, make it cute. Fathers, you can think of these too, like, just for you to have, so that whenever this happens or whenever it does come apart,
An
like
extra
you
pair
have
of
something that you can
underwear.
take to the bathroom. Yes, because you don't want to have to carry. One thing I learned in school, like I didn't want it to be visible of me reaching in my bag, grabbing some, hurry up and sneaking it in my pocket so that when nobody see it. And that was something that my mom had did with me, and I just passed it on to my mentees. So that is something I would recommend. Get them a cute little period purse.
And also, kids at school notice stuff. They're so dang on nosy with their little ugly selves, little crumb snatchers. Another trick to teach daughters right with pads can be very easy. Our bras are already padded, so just put a pad, 2 pads in your bra. That way, you don't have to take a purse, nothing in your back pocket. You're just going with them D's that you got to the bathroom. Nobody knows. How would
Actually,
they know?
they have period wallets now. So they have these little wallets that you could put in your pocket. I got my daughter some. It looks like a little purse. Look like a little change purse, and you can actually stick your pads or your tampons in that without necessarily have to put it in a bra. I get that. I understand that too because I used to do that. I used to put it in a bra. They thought I was padding my bra, but I found it for my daughter because she works in retail, and so she can't certain things protrude out of her shirt. So she didn't want to, because sometimes you rush, you don't realize that little corner piece sticking out. So I got her. It looks like a little wallet, but it holds up to 3 pads, I think, 3 super pads, and it looks like just like a little change purse. Slide right in the pocket, fits right in the pocket, or she could wear it in her hand and take it right to the restroom. And then what I got her was I know when y'all go to like Dwayne Reed CVS, y'all see like the travel section. I got her some travel wipes. They had this little case. She's a Hello Kitty fan, so oh my god, my daughter's Hello Kitty everything. But I got her like it looks like a pencil case, but it's not exactly that. It's a white case holder. And so that's where her little wipes go. And when she go to the bathroom, she got her little Hello Kitty. They think she going to do some makeup. Girlfriend going to change herself around, make sure she clean, because I always tell her sometimes when we have our periods, we think we smell, we may not, but that's how we think. So if you're feeling like that, take the wipe yourself
You
off.
freshen yourself.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just go ahead, go back out, feel like the best of the world, and take on the world. So they do have them. I know Amazon had them on sale. They were like $3. I mean, they have different cute ones, different shapes, and things of that nature. But I did get her that because one time she did put it in her bra, and it kind of peeked out the side of it, and she was so embarrassed. She came home crying. She cried for like 2 days. So I found the little. It's like a little period wallet. Well, a pad wallet. I found that for her, and so now even if she puts the pad wallet in her bra, everybody thinks it's her change purse. So they think she hiding her money. So
Mm-hmm.
now she feels a little bit more secure now. Now she's like, Mom, thank you. I appreciate that because that works for me. So now if somebody asks me a question, I could just say it's my wallet. So she feels a little bit more secure.
And I would
Okay,
definitely
Makina, I really
recommend the
like that.
wipes over tissue because,
Me too.
like, I mean, I love wipes over tissue
But get them the
for
clear
in those
water
moments. It
wipes
gets
or
better.
like,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. The more organic ones, absolutely, because
Yeah, not
it's just,
scented
to
or
me,
nothing, right?
it keeps, but it also keeps, you're able to get it up easier. You're not like some kids don't understand like the habit of the fold and wrap tissue, and instead of wasting all of that tissue, I just feel like personally wipes are better and easier for, excuse me,
Or stuff
easier
in the
for us in
toilet and
that
have to
time.
be embarrassed, right? So, like, I always think about them at school. So, my niece just
Right.
turned 12. She's very short and she cannot squat. This is her problem at school, right? She can't squat. So we have to carry bleach wipes and baby clear water baby wipes to school, right? Because we don't like, she has a book bag going to the bathroom. Just forget about it, okay? Like, just forget about the discreet technique, baby. She's in the bathroom with a big bag. It is what it is. But she is a clean freak and she can't squat. So she has to take that bleach wipe off that toilet, and then, toilet and use the bathroom. Okay. And then wipe with the wipes, discard everything. She knows how to do it. She knows now how to do it. And so, like, um, at home, you can use paper. At school, these are these little connected bags. Have y'all ever seen them? They even have like pink and purple. They really do. And it's like these connected scented bags they can discard in and just throw it right in the little sanitary tray in their female bathroom. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
I did want to say I do appreciate the lady. I think it was Makina that mentioned about the cleanliness because I have dealt with some women where you do provide the space. Yo, I understand you're a woman. I like women. It's okay you on your period. I ain't judging you, but the cleanliness can disturb some men and women. Like she said, lift up the toilet, clean up behind yourself. It's very the same like when men piss on the toilet. So I do appreciate that for real, for real. Cause I've have gotten disgusted and kind of turned off with some women, and I tried to understand, but it's like, yo, this ain't even about you being a woman. This about you being clean. And I do want to ask some women because I understand y'all say y'all don't do sex on a period. I've heard some people in religious based and other cultures say the women can't even sleep in a bed on their period. How do y'all feel about that? Do y'all do that?
Wait, you asking do we have sex in our
No,
period, or
I
you
heard
asking do
I
we
heard
sleep?
some people in here say they don't have sex on their period, but I've also heard in other cultures, not only do they not have sex, they don't even allow the woman to sleep in the bed. How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I have a
I
friend.
don't.
I have a friend. She's
With
Muslim,
they
and
man,
when she has her
right? Go ahead.
cycle,
I'm sorry.
yeah, but she doesn't sleep in the same bed as her husband when she has her
Right.
cycle. Part of that is the energetics that go into it, right? So it's not just the cycle itself; it's the energy. So as your body is cleansing, remember that's a cleansing state. So you are releasing, you're cleansing. There's things coming out of you, right? So if you have things going on, it's a release. Toxins coming out of the body, coming out of the blood. So for her, she calls it, and it's not that it's a bad term, but it's just, we're going to use air quotes, bad blood. And so she doesn't want her husband around her while she's going through that, right? Because there's also
Mm.
a lot of emotions that are happening at the same time that really have nothing to do with her husband. And a lot of times when we're on our cycle, because we are cleansing, we're releasing, there's tears that happens. There's sometimes there's anger, there's feelings, but that is us releasing in that moment. And in ancient times, actually, the women, when they were on a cycle, moon cycle, they would go away from the community. We would go out
And
into
that's
the
because you
woods
were
together.
pronounced as being unclean. Yeah.
Yes, we would go out
Uh,
into the woods together. We would commune together. We would be on our cycle together. It's called the red tent. That's what we used to call it, the red tent. We would cover each other while we were out in the wilderness with each other, and we would have that time with each other, right? We'd be there to console each other. We'd be there to help each other. And then once our cycle was done, we would come back because now we're back in our whole fullness, right? So she does not sleep anywhere near her husband as she's going through that because she realizes there's a lot going on. But here's the thing, you guys are energetic beings too, so you feel it, right? And we don't want you to think that you did anything wrong or we yelling at you for something stupid that has nothing to do with you, right? And so even when I have my cycle, like I'll tell my partner, I don't even really want to talk to you right now. It's nothing you did. I love you, but I got a lot I'm releasing. There's a lot
Right.
going on.
Right. That's called
I'm feeling
emotional
myself.
intelligence too. That's what
You
that
could you
is.
could say that,
Yep.
but for
Yep.
me,
Cause
as I tell him, it's a release. I need to release this. So what I'm releasing is not for you. It's things I'm letting go. So because I'm letting them go, I don't need you to do anything for me. You know what I need for you to do? Pray. Say a prayer for me. Pray me through this. Love me and pray me through this. This is what you can do for me during this time. And when I come back, trust me, I'll be the whole beautiful woman that you you know me to be. But right now, I gotta go through the dark. I gotta go through the ugly. I gotta work through this, right? And I'll call my sisters and I'll be like, listen, girl, this is what I'm going through. Crying, all of this, I gotta get it out. But then once it's out and once I'm done, it's like, okay, life is great again. Hey, I'm back. You see what I mean? So I don't look at that as a bad thing. for me energetically, I think that's actually a good thing, because when you come into the space with me, I always want you to feel safe. I always want you to feel like I'm on an oasis. I always want you to feel my love. If I'm not in that space, I don't want you around that. I don't want you to see that. I don't want you to feel that or be a part of that, because then that could disturb what you got going on, and that's not what I want to do.
And that goes to my next question, real quick. I'm sorry, y'all. To the ladies, do y'all feel like certain marriages and relationships have ended due to women not being able to move away and take time
No,
away? Hold on, sweetheart. Hold on. Be patient with me, please. Because I can see how the emotions y'all have at that time of the month can get ugly. And like she said, you might do or say something to that man that can really fuck him up. Do y'all think that's possible?
I definitely will answer because I wanted to answer the other questions before um, get to tears to the next one. But I have to say yes and no. I say yes and no because I think there is a lot of us that are emotionally equipped to understand that the system is creating a lot of chaos and different tiers of what a relationship could be. And this is only me speaking as a Black woman, raising my boys to be emotionally intelligent and understanding that I have to open up old wounds and ignorance that I had done and chose to do actively as a young adult that created them to be here without their ignorant ass fathers in the mix, because their moms didn't raise their own fathers with emotional intelligence, because there's a period of time that a young male is going through and a young man experiences. We go through our periods, it's us cleansing out what's within us. You guys go through your periods and it's a different state of emotional I feel like purging that you guys are going through as well. I feel like in the system that we're under, it causes it to be only understood in a patriarchal sense, not emasculating my men, because I feel like it's very important that you guys pour into your daughters, like McKenna has said, and also how my dad poured into me, because he made it a thing to go and get my underwear and, like things that would help me feel like it's normal and natural to have accidents and cleanliness as you're speaking on. Look, so I would say yes, also because of the environments that have afforded me to be counselors and mentors, and like I said, Domestic Abused Women's Network. I feel like the abuse is different and understood in a different construct when it comes to the system, because there's a word for a man feeling emasculated, but I don't know what the word would be for a woman that's feeling that, in the sense of how a man is leading but not understanding what it is that a woman might be experiencing. But I hope I answered, and I land with love.
Absolutely. Thank you, love. And just to say this, because I understand how y'all can be when y'all not on y'all period, especially knowing that women tongue can be a very powerful thing. So I can only imagine what some men have been through when y'all all, like she said, she had to step away. You, I don't know. I'm just something that's went through my head. Like, damn, I one of them 3 4 days have been like, I don't know. Just curious.
It's a great question, right? Because sometimes I know when things happen or things are said, I'm pretty sure men are wondering, like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will say this. Sometimes, especially when there's a change happening in the womb, because some women are not connected to their womb. I want y'all to understand that. They're not in touch with their womb. So they don't necessarily know what's going on in their body. They know something's wrong, but they don't know what's going on in their body. And so because they're out of tune with their body, sometimes their body is trying to get their attention, but it's coming out through their emotions. And so sometimes they'll be really erratic, or even hormonal. It could seem like really strange, like what the hell is going on? And sometimes there's an imbalance in our hormones, especially when we're going from our 30s to our 40s, from our 20s to our 30s. Our body is changing, and so are our hormones. And so sometimes the erratic behavior could just be hormonal. And she doesn't understand that. So because of that, certain things will happen, certain attitudes, certain words will be spoken. Doesn't necessarily mean that's exactly what she means or what she's feeling in the moment, but women are expressive, right? You guys are direction, but we're expressive. So because we're extremely expressive, it's very much so I feel, right? I feel this, I feel that, I'm angry, I'm this. So in that moment, I would ask that you guys, if you're feeling the intensity of it, don't combat her. Just step back. Be like, you know what, sweetheart, I'm gonna give you some time. I'm gonna back up just a little bit, okay? Doesn't mean I don't love you, but you're going through some things. She might tell you, no, 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 you need to be closer. Don't back up. I need you. But for you and your emotional well-being, in that moment, you can let her know, listen, I know you're going through a lot, and I'm here for you. I'm not leaving you. I'm here for you. However, there's some things you have to work through, right? And allow her the space to work through that. Because sometimes we think we want you close, but we don't need you close. We need to work through our stuff. And sometimes that's hard to say. So it's kind of like Monica's song, it's just one of those days, you know?
But Makina,
Uh-huh.
here's the thing, right? And I understand that. But what if she crossed a boundary, even though she's on her period? You can't get over like, yo, I understand you're on your period, but what you just said, whether you're on your period or not, ain't no coming back tonight. We done. Is he wrong for that?
Here's
Cause
the thing.
I'm
So when you get there, right, or if she says something that's out of bounds or a violation, again, because there's something going on in her and she's experiencing pain and she's not understanding that pain, she's gonna create pain. She's in chaos. I'm gonna be full transparent. She's in chaos. So because she's in chaos, everything around her is in chaos, including you. Now, if she says something to you and it's something that she can't come back from, you can't tell her that in that moment because she's not gonna hear you. We just gonna be real honest. So what you have to do is, like I said, step back. Okay, you know what? When you in a better space, we'll have a conversation. When you get in that better space, she's gonna explain to you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. This is what was going on, blah, blah, blah. At that point, because you step back and you took a moment to breathe, you make that decision. And if the decision is you're walking away, then be honest, beloved. The only thing you could do is just hurt her, which in essence she will get over it. But see, where you fall short is when you lie. Where you fall short is when you don't say anything. You're doing a detriment to yourself, and you're doing a detriment to the relationship. So, if she loves you, though, she would know not to touch that
Hello
boundary.
guys, how are you guys?
Can you not?
So if she loves you, she won't violate you. You understand what I'm saying? But even sometimes then it's just chaotic, right? And so if it's something that really hurts you and you really gotta step away, then beloved, you gotta be honest. Listen, I understand that you was going through what you was going through. You had a period episode. I get that. But see, you hurt me in what you did and you make me feel this way. And what you said, this is what it did to me. This is how you hurt me. Now, again, she's gonna stop and be like, oh shit, I fucked up. God damn it, my mouth got me in trouble again. My emotions got me in trouble again. And she's gonna stop and check herself. But that's up to you. But the reason why I tell you to walk away is because sometimes when you walk away, you get a chance in a moment to think, rationalize, and truly make your decision. But then once you make your decision, sir, make sure you stand on that thing. Don't say this and then fall to back. Nah, stay firm on whatever it is that you
no,
decide, and you go
no.
from
I
there.
see where you're coming from, cause there are certain things like, okay, she just in her feelings. I I don't know. Maybe I'm being immature when I say I still think she needs to practice self control, because that means a woman will be able to get away with anything when she was on her period. Then when she go to court, hey, she just murdered 12 people. Well, we're gonna give her a hard pass and let her free because she was on her period for them 4 days when she did that. I don't see that. I don't see that being logical. So I still feel like maybe it's the immature in me. I still hold her to an accountability to still be have some level of emotional intelligence to a level like, hey, I understand you're your peer and I give you that space, but you're still a human being and we still got tomorrow to get through. So I still need you to have some type of, I don't know. I don't know.
You looking for her to
I'm just
have
trying to
recourse.
understand.
Can
I'm just trying to understand on a
can
serious note.
All women are not like that on their cycles. And again, like we were stating earlier, it all starts with your diet and your whole livelihood. Like it shouldn't be that much raging
Right.
in you to cause a divorce during your cycle. Like that's a lot. So that takes time. That's why it's called holistic. And the American way or whatever the lingo is, they changed the word up because it used to be spelled like whole, WHOLE, holistic, because that it goes with your whole your whole lifestyle. What's your home like? What's your mind like? What's your work life like? What's your health like? What's like how everything has to do with how she's responding during her cycle. And most of the time the cycle is kind of like liquor. It's the truth. It's the emotions. It's everything that's been needing to come out. It's just coming out. It's a purging detoxing time. So when everything is not right, when your diet not right, that means you throwing off your brain. You ain't thinking correctly. You're not exercising. That means your blood is not flowing like it's supposed to. It's just so many different compounds that can go into that. But nobody should be causing a divorce through a 3 to 4 day cycle.
Can I also add to this, because I'm not even gonna kid you? Look, my mom is an Aries, so she raised me a little different. Old people's baby, so I have to also put that out there. But she always raised me to be aware of the people around me, because kids can be murderous, literally. So as
Hmm.
much as I want to say, because I'm always going to be my sister's keeper, I always say there's a difference between a man and a male and a woman and a female. And a female could be 74, a male could be 80, like there's no discriminatory. And this is because my daddy from the 30s and my mama from the 50s helped me be aware of myself. So it's beautiful to be in these conversations. And I definitely love that you're asking the questions that you're asking. It makes me really think that not not making you feel like your immaturity is not without merit, and it's not unintelligent either, because I'm a child too. But my 13, my 18-year-old, when I was homeschooling them, this was specific. I know how the system is literally emasculating our men, and then kind of point the blame on the erratic nature of women when we're forced to explain ourselves in a masculine sense when that's not our nature. So I'm not ever shitting on my men, but I will dog shit on a male with some words, because I know nothing on your body's being touched by my words. So I know what you mean by that. And my dad helped me understand the power of tongue, because we used to hang in trees when we were able to read and write. So my rebellious nature made my ex put his hands on me and bust me in my mouth. That didn't give him right, of course. He needed to control himself, but his mother did not raise him with emotional strength. Because yes, words hurt, and I understand what you're saying. And as an adult, there comes a limit, and the limit is you deciding to walk away. Because there's also a limit that I know that this is crazy to say. There's a lot of females that are in jail right now for murdering someone during their Mincy. So I'm
Big
not saying this
facts.
to bash us, but there's a lot of black women that are missing because young males don't understand how to keep their damn hands and their own sensibilities about themselves, because they stalk females that they are upset don't give them time and attention. And I'm a walking testimony, not just because my baby fathers. I'm talking about a complete stranger that's 10 years younger than me. I don't look my age because I'm taking care of myself, like the Lily sisters and the brothers are speaking on. I'm plant-based for the last 10 years. 2015, my dad passed, and it opened me up to realize that I need to check myself and I need to help my boys understand this. So the things that you're saying, I can say I definitely would have argued with you before I understood what it is that I'm creating. Because if I'm the downfall of a nation's worth, then I'm an uprising of a nation's worth too, right?
Most
Because
definitely.
if you are God, then who am I? I'm God too. God is. God is. I birthed God. So how dare, so I hear you, and I definitely love your questions too. The unfiltered form of who you are speaks volumes as well, because I don't want my boys to be no punch bag. That's why I said earlier, I'll take my boys out if they hurt a black man's daughter. I did not birth you in this world to hurt someone else like you watch your mom go through. But at the same time, not denying that with that, but I'm not going to not lose it if another female, whoever, I don't care who you with, my boys are for the collective, but not for y'all to shit on. So I tell my boys to walk away from anything that makes them weak in the flesh to respond. So I don't want to say I understand and don't understand what you're saying, because I definitely understand where you're coming from.
I appreciate you for
I
real.
had to go to court, with these raggedy ass males I had children with, because they didn't like that I decided to go against the system, learn to fucking, homeschool my kids, eat better, learn, go into medical field to teach them how to eat better because I'm a woman. My body needs certain things. So that's why I said I started learning Dr. Lila Africa. I just went to get Nutricide, the nutritional destruction of the black race. This is why I'm saying the men go on their periods too. You guys react in a way that you are naturally wanting to react, and it's like we're both jailed in a system that's making us act like passive aggressive. So yes, there's a limit. You have a right to walk. No, it's not okay that divorces and all this stuff happens, because I'm agreeable with that. But unfortunately, the system is making us react in ways that we're learning in our later states, that if we were afforded the village, that helps us navigate. It takes a village to raise a child. I'm that village, because out here in Seattle in the 90s, I had other women, other men, broken and not broken, pouring into me that told me about these teas and, shadow work. When I say write in a journal, psychologists been telling me this since I was 5, and that's when I was in the foster system. So you need to see what it is that you're thinking in your head sometimes, because maybe you'll correct yourself if you see how ignorant it is. You need to hold yourself accountable. You need to be an advocate, but maybe you don't know to be that. So spaces like this is beautiful. So I want to land with love and say thank you for letting me have the mic again. And look, I appreciate you pouring into me, because I need men to pour into me as well as my man, because I'm raising young men, and I need, that understanding of a filter thing where I want to pop off. 0 to 1,000 over here at Cancer, but I learned. See, I didn't come
Nah,
off mic and be
thank
rude.
you very
I
much
land
for
with love.
understanding and being patient with me too. Because I'm glad you brought up that punching bag because sometimes that's what I hear. Like, I don't know. I done been through it with women, and I done had women try to use me as a punching bag, and I'm trying to be understanding because I understand y'all got your emotions, but I'm like, damn, but where's my limit? Where's my boundaries? And y'all, so that's why I asked that question for real, y'all. That's all.
This has been an amazing conversation, and I'm glad that we have curated such a safe space for people to share all that they have shared tonight. We are grateful and thankful for everyone who has engaged this conversation tonight. We did discuss all things womb wellness and herbal holistic wellness. Again, there's a lot of resources in our Telegram chat. You'll see that link in the chat down below at the bottom of your screen. We also have this amazing document that the ladies of Thinking Out Loud curated at the top of your screen regarding holistic herbal remedies for women. So please take a second to save that to your phones. If you're not joining a member of the house already, please click the Thinking Out Loud at the top, cash that pink ticket in. Join the Telegram again, not only just to utilize the resources posted tonight, but just to rock with us and stay in the know of all the variety of rooms and topics that we have conversations around on a weekly basis. We are going to prepare to close out. Again, this is Urban Echoes Ladies Night Series. We've been having some sister circle chats, and we want to shout out the men for their amazing questions and how they can be members of support to this community, to the women in their lives that they love, and to Black people in general. Shout out to y'all. This was the herbal wellness portion of this four-week segment. So we look forward to seeing you all back. The next 3 Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be 5:30 p.m. Central Time. We are going to open the floor for a few minutes for brief closing remarks, and then we are going to close the room.
No toxic hour tonight.
Are there any are
No,
there any closing remarks in regard
That's
to
crazy.
are there
I have
any
closing
I
remarks.
I
do.
definitely
I
do too,
want
and I'll wait till everybody goes.
I just want to say thank you to everyone who showed up and showed out. We seen y'all in the chat dropping y'all gems. Thank you, thank you, thank you for building and adding to the conversation. And I look forward to chatting with everyone next week, same time, same place.
So please excuse me. I'm outside, but know that your womb is your portal, right? And the more you love on the womb is the more you love on yourself. As women, we are connected to our wombs. Our wombs are our superpower. That's where we house our love. That's where our feminine energy resides. So if you don't take care of her, you're not taking care of you. She is you.
I'll just say I appreciate this whole opportunity from thinking out loud. I am looking forward to the other ones. I appreciate all you ladies that stood in and kept the conversation rolling with great information, conversation of substance, women with like minds. This is exactly what I wanted and what I've been craving for. So I definitely enjoy all of the above. And if you don't take anything else away, ladies, just remember your kitchen is the real medicine cabinet in your household.
That's a fact.
And I also give love to all of those that are parents. Your beautiful selves are definitely vital to these beautiful futures that we pour into. I definitely ask for my boys in my reincarnated form, and I'm really proud of these babies. So I'm giving so much love to you, parents, and you beautiful aunties and uncles. Y'all don't even know how much y'all been parents. You are your parents. Like, I just want to give you love and thank y'all so much for this space. I can't wait to be able to hear some more beautiful lessons of blessings and some more things to research on my own. Thank y'all so much for y'all beautiful selves.
I love all my ketchup packets. Y'all mean a lot to me.
Lord
Love you
bless
too,
it.
Lick.
Love you too, Licky Wicky.
We love you too, Lick.
Liquor.
That's just sick. It's just sick, bro.
If
Gino.
there's
Sick.
nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and close this room out. Again, we
I'm
want to thank
Did y'all
Just
everyone.
see
sick.
Creed
Just
speak?
sick.
Creed wanted to go
I
last.
had some closing
Oh,
remarks. I want to thank
right.
all you ladies for hosting this room. It has been 1000% beautiful to sit in here and learn about our bodies with y'all. I thank God for you ladies in here. Y'all know how I believe in the Lord, but the universe for y'all ladies who believe in the universe. But so I thank the universe for you ladies because you guys are dropping gems here for us all to share. You get what I'm saying? And I think we all can learn from each other. I have a million questions, and I know you ladies got the answer, so I will be in attendance to the next room. And I think this is very positive for us as women to bond, to learn, and to love each other. And I'll end my mic.
That's a beautiful
I
closeout.
Could I say this though? I
Yes.
understand that it can be hard sometimes talking around men about lady things, so I do appreciate y'all, just being open and comfortable, cause um, it's more to it. And sometimes if we just, sometimes men we can talk like we know what women go through, and I'm here to tell you we don't know a damn thing. So I just appreciate y'all just being comfortable and talking about it, cause this is a sensitive conversation. I remember coming up and hearing my mother on the phone, with my sister talking about her period, and they kicked me out the room. Y'all just want y'all space, and I understand. So much love to y'all for real.
Our couple that was saying thank you to the men for allowing this to be a comfortable space to speak in. You know, you all just let us do our thing. You didn't interject. You were very respectful. You asked a lot of insightful questions, and we're grateful for all of you. This is what community looks and sounds like, and this is, the beauty that can come from when we come together. There's so many intelligent, bright, talented, gifted people that enter these spaces on a daily basis from the mods squad on down. And we're just thankful for the type of rooms that we are creating and curating and just getting to know each other better through all these variety of topics. I am going to close the room out. I'm going to count down from 5. But just a reminder, we do have some upcoming spaces. Y'all know we do Toxic Hour, so be looking for us in the hallways later. And we will see you the next time. We may have a Freestyle Friday on Friday. Be on the lookout for any promo for that. On a weekly basis, we typically have at some point in the week our doula room chat where we talk all things birth working, lactivism, and breastfeeding, and community centered, just kind of debunking some of these false narratives about birth in the birth community and within our Black community. We also have the writers room and poetry open mic on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central Time. On Tuesdays, we have our Mocha Drip Mixer. That is our date night for all of our singles. And that's typically around 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday nights. Wednesday, for the next 3 weeks, we will be coming back at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 5:30 p.m. Central Time for the duration of the Ladies Night Sister Circle series. And we look forward to seeing you all as we open rooms throughout the week in between those major weekly events that we have. So have a great night and look for us for Toxic Hour in an hour or two. Much love, everybody. And again, shout out to the Loud Pack. Much love to the ladies that's thinking out loud and our men.
Hines
And
is out.
I'm ending the room in 5, 4, 3, 2. Good night, y'all. Much love.